Do you want to know one of the biggest reasons why you're not achieving your dreams? That's coming up next. Hey everybody, this is Brother Steven once again, and I'm here to talk to you about one of the biggest reasons why you may not be achieving your goals. And again, we're going to talk more about how 2018 was an amazing year and how this 2019 should be a bigger year, right? But you may have checked your dreams already, your goals, and you see some items there that are not really being ticked off, meaning they're not happening, they're not being fulfilled yet. Well, I'd like to share with you what I found is only one of the biggest reasons why that is not happening. And that thing that I'm going to share with you is the sense of urgency. Yes, you heard it right. It's the sense of urgency. Do you realize that there are goals in your life wherein you're not really excited about them? You know they're your goals. You know they're big goals. You know that they should happen like in your lifetime, even indefinite, right? But when you check that kind of goal, you see that there are actually some things that you might to work on more for them to really be, part of the priority in terms of achieving your goals. Because frankly, the reason why they're not happening yet is a lot of reasons, but some of them is that it may not be a priority. And because there is no priority, you don't have a sense of urgency. Sense of urgency is simply that. When you see a goal, is it urgent or not? Do you really want to achieve it right away or not? Frankly, there are dreams that should not be, they're not priority. But there are dreams that are really a big priority. You really want to achieve them right here, right now. Unfortunately, some of the biggest dreams or the bigger dreams that you have become part of the not so priority in your life. Are you getting me? I hope you are. So here are some of the ways you could achieve a sense of urgency for each of your goals. Again, not all of your goals will be part of this sense of urgency. Because again, frankly, there are goals. For example, one of my goals is to send Luca to Harvard. For that to happen, he has to grow, right? He has to be 20 plus. And well, one of the goals that I could achieve is to really save for that time when it happens, right? When it arrives. But that's what I mean. There are goals that should not be part of your temporary or like short-term goals. There are goals that are really long-term. But what about your short-term goals? Check your dream book. Check your vision board. Because I believe there might be short-term goals there that are not really happening. And you try to tell yourself, I've done everything. But yes, you may have done everything, but there's no sense of urgency. There are 3 things I will share with you that could help you increase that sense of urgency, okay? Number 1, check your deadlines. Are your deadlines too soon? Or are your deadlines too far? Or really, really late? The problem with not being realistic about your deadline is that you may be able to set a deadline that is too soon. And when a deadline is too soon, your whole body will, and you'll not be aware of this, your whole body will rebel against that deadline. I think you get what I mean. Like, even if you know that it's, for example, if you really unrealistically set a deadline of 3 months, but you know, like, when everything is being put together, it needs a 1-year mark, right? So everything you do, you try to avoid it. And I mean, you're not aware of that. You'll not be deliberate or intentional about it, but you will try to avoid that deadline. So yeah, try to check if your deadlines are too soon. Now, try to also check if your deadlines are too far. If your deadline is too far, again, being totally realistic about it. What is a good example? Maybe building a house. Okay, building a house could take from the time you started putting it in your dream board or in your dream book, putting up my own house. Maybe it could take you 3 years, right? Because you need to apply for you need the plan, you need the zoning, and it will take time. Juan and I, we tried it, zoning, then OBO, and then you need to set it up. So, but if everything, all of the application, all the paperworks are good, maybe you could set it up in like 6 months to a year, depending on your budget, right? So that could take you 2 to 3 years total, not being too pressured about it. So, but if you say, I want to really write it down, I want a dream house, and then you set it to 10 years, what will happen is you will lose excitement. Guys, you really need excitement. You need to be excited with your dreams. That is why you have to realistically put up a very good deadline, okay? Now let me check and share with you the second thing you could do to increase that sense of urgency. Number 2, very important, check your purpose. Answer the big question, why? Why do you want that dream? Why do you want to achieve that? Why do you have that dream? What is the purpose? And the key is to really try to keep on asking why until you hit the core of that dream. Okay? For example, house. I want to build a big house. Why? Because I want to live in that house. Why? Why big? Because I want enough space for my family to be in. Why is that important? Because I want my family to be comfortable. Why is that important for them to be comfortable? Because I want them to appreciate what I do for them. And why is that appreciation valuable to you? Why? Because I want them to see that I provided for them. Why is that important? Because I'm the provider of the family. Why? Because I want them to not worry about anything. Why? And you just keep on asking why until for that example, my last answer will be because I want my family to feel loved by me. All right, do you understand it? So I want my family to really, see me as the one providing for them because their love and appreciation is important for me. Okay, so that is the core of it. And once you know the purpose, once you know why you're doing what it is that you're doing and why you had it as a goal, that could really spark a really good sense of urgency, right? If that is important to you, why are you waiting for that to happen? So that is why you keep on crushing it every day, crushing it every month, crushing it every year until your dream happens. The third thing you can do is ask yourself, who is it for? Goals and dreams are all emotional, you guys. And one of the best ways to spark emotions is to know who your dreams and goals are for. Okay? And most likely, it will be your loved one or your loved ones. It will be family. It will be a spouse. It will be for a kid. Alright? And, I'm already a dad and I'm already a husband. So whenever I think about my wife and when I think about my son, it really drives me to achieve and really to just really be, have a sense of urgency. Do it now. I had a talk or discussion recently with my wife, and then she was just thinking about the future, and then I just told her, you know what, you should not worry about it because that's my concern. That's my concern. I just really want to do things for them, and so yeah, that's why I'm doing what I do. And if you really want to be, able to achieve things this 2019, I want you to check your deadlines, to know the purpose of your dreams, and to know who your dream is for. Or yeah, what para kang kinsang imong damgo, okay? So when you answer that, I'm sure that will spark a sense of urgency. All right, so that's it, you guys, and I'd like to invite you, by the way, to the Scale Up Your 2019 seminar workshop this coming February 17. Guys, 60 plus people have already registered, and I really want to open it to more people so that we get to discuss more about sense of urgency, about having goals and really doing something with our success, and to really discuss what you can do. Maybe there will be Q&As along the way in that seminar workshop for 3 hours, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m., where it will be at St. Jerome Hall at IC3 in Mabolo, at the back of Landers Supermart or Superstore. Okay, so I want you to register now. The registration fee will be 1,000 pesos, but until February 5, I've actually extended the early bird up until February 5, but it won't be the 25% anymore. It will only be the 10% discount to give value to those who really got the early bird promo. So instead of paying 1,000 pesos, you only get to pay 900 pesos, and you also still get the free limited edition seminar shirt. Okay, so again, contact me via Messenger, via my phone number, and I expect that you also have this sense of urgency to really educate yourself, to really attend seminars, attend workshop that would really give value to you. So I hope to see you on February 17 and have that sense of urgency. This has been Brother Steven saying, let's scale up your 2019. God bless.